what am I doing here? Which is the number one missionary question that missionaries get asked when they go abroad, but everyone should ask about their life on the planet.
Care for the earth begins everywhere. The island of Mindanao in the Philippine Islands is one example. Long before any missionary came to this place, God's life-giving gift was here in the beauty and bounty of the Philippine Islands. Most families here depend on a healthy earth for their livelihood. In the mountains, the tribal families hunt and gather food from the forest. In the lowland valleys, farmers use water buffaloes to pull plows in their small rice fields. Along the seacoast, men and women go out in small boats to catch fish. But now, the forests are disappearing. The soil is eroding. The fish are dying. What is happening? Over the years, the forests were cut but not replanted. This causes floods carrying the topsoil into the sea. This hurts the crops and the fish. God's life-giving gifts are dying. As the Columban missionary, Father Vincent Bush came here to proclaim the love of God.
John 3:16. God so loved the world, and this is what's wonderful about that. God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten Son. It doesn't say God so loved human beings or only these kind of human beings, but the entire planet.
To cooperate with God's love of the planet, Father Bush's community decided to act. They formed groups to replant trees on the barren mountains. Father Bush joined them on one of their trips. During this trip, they gathered at dawn in the parish church and started hiking up the mountains in heavy rain. They had to cross a raging stream. The trail got steeper and muddier as they climbed up the mountain. It was very slippery, and they had to grab hold of the tall grasses to keep from falling. 9 hours later, they reached the edge of the forest where they set up camp. In the morning, they ate the rice and fish and began planting the tree seedlings on the steep hillside. Then they hiked down the mountain and went to the church to pray together. One woman from a fishing village said, "Jesus praised those who fed the hungry, but I was not able to feed my children because the fish were dying. I planted trees on the mountain so the floods would no longer kill the fish. Now I hope I can feed my hungry children." A farmer said, Jesus wants us to visit the sick. The mountains and hills are sick because the forest is almost gone. Together, we visited the sick mountains. The trees we planted there are like medicine and will bring new life to the mountains.
I learned a lot on my trip with the tree planting volunteers, and also from listening to their prayers. I learned we must care for the forests and the mountains in order to protect the farms in the valleys and the fish in the sea. And if we take care of God's wounded earth, we'll be able to feed God's hungry people. I also learned that taking care of the earth is an important part of my missionary work. In our liturgy, the youth group became the trees of the forest. In their drama, they are cut down. As we watched them fall, we remembered our dying forest, and we prayed for those who are replanting the barren hills.